Drugs lord Akeem Chand faces an investigation into his finances after prosecutors made a Proceeds of Crime Act application to seize cash or assets from his law-breaking. Chand was sentenced to life with a minimum of 20 years before parole at Nottingham Crown Court after he was convicted with 6 others by a jury of 2 charges, a conspiracy to possess firearms with intent to endanger life and conspiracy to possess ammunition without a certificate. Each of them had previously pleaded guilty to conspiring to supply Class A and Class B drugs. Judge James Sampson had told Chand he was the leader of the group and at the heart of every firearms incident. "You are a ruthless and criminally ambitious individual who holds sway over others and who will never relinquish power voluntarily even when in prison. I can't predict when it will be safe for you to be released. The public need protecting from you until you are old and weak." The gang had sold vast quantities of cocaine, crack cocaine and heroin on the streets of Nottingham, Mansfield, Kirkby and Ashfield, Sutton and Ashfield and other areas of Nottinghamshire. The others subject to the financial investigation are Orlando Escoffery, Devontae Newfill and Cornell Simpson. Chand's case has now been listed on October 7 as each case is dealt with one by one. The court previously heard how Chand had holidayed in luxury in Cancun with his friends and co-defendants Escoffery, Newfill, and Simpson, and he bought his jewelry at Hampton Garden with cash and, on at least one occasion, a sack of cash. Escoffery had been involved in planning a shooting which was thwarted by police. He received a 23-year sentence, with a 5-year extended license, for conspiracy to possess firearms with intent to endanger life. Lesser concurrent sentences were passed on the remaining charges. Simpson received a 20-year sentence for conspiracy to possess firearms with intent to endanger life with a 5-year extended license on release. Lesser concurrent sentences were passed on the remaining charges. Newfill received 20 years for conspiracy to possess firearms with intent to endanger life. Lesser concurrent sentences were passed on the remaining charges. Police were alerted to the activities of the gang by a series of shootings, the first of which took place in Minver Crescent back in December 2018. A shot was fired at a car suspected to contain rival gang members. The cycle of tit-for-tat shootings was concluded on May 27 in Melbourne Road, Aspire, when a shotgun was fired through the front window of Chand's then home address. Detectives were not able to prove conclusively who pulled the trigger in every offense and successfully argued instead that the men had all conspired together to store and use the weapons in a way that posed a clear and obvious risk to life. There were 3 separate shootings in Nottinghamshire using 3 different weapons from Chand's arsenal.